Yeah, why you keep going back to Dominican Republic? I keep trying to tell her it's cheap. I can't keep using.
Live at the Fire Nights podcast, man, and it's certain moments that you have when you do these things, and I think it's more the moment.
These guys came from Woodland, Delaware.
Where was you from?
Who's fighting right now? Who's fighting right now? Who's fighting right now? Who's Let me see him. Let me see him. Let me see him. Let me see him.
Listen, man, it's your boy D-Mac, man. Fire Nights Podcast.
Let me see him. Let me see him.
album review and concert review crew in the United States, period. Shout out Freaks, Barboni, Long Live Tez. Love y'all fellas. Let's get a blowout real quick, man. Controversial blowout. Also, shout out to the Mike Knock podcast. Monday nights on the most comprehensive, wrestling review show out there. Shout out to Real Talk, an extension of the Fire and Ice experience. You know what I mean?
Real talk.
Cue up.
You know it.
Cue up the dead prayers sound. Wow, wow. Hip hop. Real talk. No frills. Yeah, but that. Oh, yeah, that. There you go. Yup. Yeah. Wake up, Wilmington.
That's right.
Absolutely. Tune in. It's a lot of shit going on, man. Tune in. They don't know about that. They don't know you like that. They don't know you like that. But listen, man, without further ado, man, let's stop playing around. Let's jump right into it. Y'all been waiting. Let's jump right into it, man. You tune in for the unabashed, unfiltered barbershop talk. Let's get into it. Came across this and I thought it was poetic. I thought it was incredible. Nas teams with Steam Stout and more to give $500K to unappreciated artists. Nas and Steve Stout, Ben Horowitz, and more have all come together for the Paid in Full Foundation to provide $500K to unrecognized artists, under-recognized artists in hip-hop. They're putting on the first ever Hip-Hop Grandmaster Awards and will give away 100% of the event proceeds to this end. They plan to honor Rakim and Scarface with the awards. Over the past several decades, hip-hop music and culture rose from a local niche in New York art form into a global phenomenon. A statement on the Paid in Full Foundation's website says, in doing so, it has created countless careers, many fortunes, and most importantly, gave hope and aspiration to a generation of young people. It continues, unfortunately, many of the most impactful original artists never receive recognition proportional to their exponential contributions to arts and culture. The Paid in Full Foundation aims to rectify that through its grant-making program by both honoring the people who built hip-hop and enabling them to pursue their creative and intellectual pursuits for the benefit of society. Steve Stout recently discussed his efforts with the Paid in Full Foundation during the experience on the Rap Radar podcast. What I want to do is, all the artists who came in early and signed bad deals were taken advantage of, that, or at least we could do is give them, pay it forward, and give them what's owed to them. Thoughts?
That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing anyway. He got a whole music company that do that. You know what I'm saying? Do independent artists. You know what I'm saying? He got. I don't know if he still own it, but he started up like I forget what it is, but it's for independent artists. They can go on, log their music. You know what I'm saying? And get advertisement deals. Mm. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what Steve Stout into now. He do the advertising. He the one get there. If you hear a rap song on TV, Steve Stout got his hand in it. Yeah, he probably the gatekeeper for that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, I ain't gonna say a rap song, cause you know what I mean. But if you hear unfamiliar rappers on a commercial, Steve like Stout had something to do with Pusha T and McDonald's and Pizza Hut, you know who had their hand in that. You know what I'm saying?
I can understand that. Steve Stout. I'm first and foremost, man. Shout out to Nas. Shout out to Nas. Whatever he got going on, whatever he's doing over there, man. He's doing it for hip hop. And
this is a mass appeal thing as well.
Right.
So
that's what I'm saying. It's a mass appeal thing as well. But all the things that he's been doing, not only this year, but up to this year, in honoring hip hop in his 50th anniversary, Nas has put on, I don't know, however many historic concerts. They've been selling out. The young boys can't even sell their concerts out. You know what I'm saying? In honor of the 50th anniversary of hip hop, Nas has had a big thing in that. Nas had a whole podcast, 50th anniversary of hip hop. Nas is now him team with Steve Stout, which I probably think they was team the whole time, or they probably been team ever since way back in the 90s.
Well, I mean, their first partnership came in '96, and Nas is it was written
right
around that time, so that's where the relationship comes from.
That's what I'm saying. Nas is really, when it comes to honoring hip hop, and like he said, the forefathers of hip hop who made it actually viable for all of these people right now to make money, to do sneaker deals, to have anything else. When it came to hip hop, you know, somebody like a Melly Mel, somebody like an MC Shan that he brought on, I'm pretty sure he got a check because he's like, you can't put me on. All right, Shan, I got you on pretty much the next one or the next one. Nas is one of the few people, if any, that's really doing that for hip hop. I commend him. I commend anybody that's around him that's helping him do that, and I commend anybody that he's helping make all of these things come about. I'm feeling all of this, man. We gotta salute our people. We gotta up our people. We gotta invest in our people. And Nas has been putting his money where his mouth at in regards to hip hop. Salute. How you feeling about your man's?
I mean, it's big, man, because to quote the great Jay-Z, you know, I'm overcharging, you know, niggas for what they did to the Cold Crush. So it's a direct extension of that. Like, it's one thing, you know, to rap about it, but what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? What are we doing? It's huge. I think it's huge.
And I'm glad that they making like pointed efforts. Like, nah, hey, Rakim, take this money. Scarface, take this money. Y'all have inspired and influenced so many people, so many things throughout hip hop. It ain't even your songs, your swag, and all of that have made people get up and make whole careers of themselves. Exactly, you know, and that's what I'm saying. Like, people, that's not taken lightly. And when you go back to say, well, look, man, we doing so good these days, I'm gonna put a couple hours in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you a person who really moved the culture, Rakim Allah. You really moved the culture. I don't think you got nowhere near as much money as you should have got in your days when you was number one top dog. And that, you know, here, you know what? Let me hit you. Hey, Scar, dig this here. A lot of people was on this over here and they're on this over here, but everybody was getting down with the Ghetto Boys and Scarface.
So he's splitting $500,000 between them two.
Nah, they getting $500,000 a piece, and what I'm thinking is this is going to be an ongoing thing to honor.
It's an ongoing thing. It's a foundation.
As many
$500,000 a piece.
Yeah, $500,000 a piece.
To honor as many hip hop icons, legends that they, you know,
looks like an ongoing thing.
So
looks like an ongoing thing.
Totally with that, man. I'm totally with that.
Yeah, it looks like an ongoing thing.
I'm totally with that, man. Shout out to everybody tuning in,
Yeah.
man.
It's an ongoing thing. So shout out to that foundation, man. The Paid in Full Foundation.
Yeah.
Check it out, man. To me, I'm proud of them. I think it's a great thing because, like I said, that particular lyric, what Jay-Z said, it sums it all up. The forefathers, not necessarily the guys that laid the building blocks for, you know, a coming age, and to think that rap is 50 years old now. Those guys deserve some sort of recognition. And I mean, at the end of the day, like, they deserve compensation. Nobody has to do it, but the fact that somebody has done it, I think that's big.
I think
because nobody really has to do that, but it takes somebody to say, you know what, man, the respect level and the reverence and the admiration has to be there in order for something like this to happen. Somebody in this era who's benefited greatly because of the stones that they've laid for you to be able to walk on.
Yeah.
I think it's huge.
And that's another thing. People, I want people to get this in their head too, man. Don't be looking at nobody and talking about they y'all old and y'all dusty. So what, y'all forefathers, man? Y'all don't understand, man. In hip hop, for some reason, we got an ugly way about ourselves to where we don't honor our icons and we don't honor our forefathers like like rock and roll does or like pop does. Only hip hop is casting, some of these people out like, man, they old and dusty. Like, what does that mean, man? You don't even understand that this song, probably your biggest song was probably their biggest song, but you sampled it.
Aerosmith can tour for 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, and that's how they make their money. But unfortunately,
but only in hip hop. But only in hip hop. But I'm saying only in hip hop. They get
devil's advocate. Only the big white stars can do that, though. Just like the big black stars can do it. A Wu-Tang can do what Aerosmith do.
Well, they are doing what Aerosmith
That's
do.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
he can do what Red Hot Chili Peppers do, or Beatles. Or Rolling Stones.
But there's some significant figures that still need recognition.
You don't have no regular normal guy that's through the roof.
I would beg to. I would disagree. I would disagree. Jay-Z, I know, can do. He's different.
I'm just saying Jay-Z can do with the Rolling Stones. You want to compare like big niggas? Jay-Z can do what the Rolling Stones do. Wu-Tang can do what any one of them other Aerosmith and all them do. Nas pretty much can do with one of them other hip them white. You know what I'm saying? Can bring out crowds like that. They don't just have regular bands doing that. They got the mega bands, just like mega stars that bring them out.
Let me interject. I think what he's saying is, I think what he's talking about is the stigma that once our artists get old, we tend to make fun of or cast them out. Whereas rock and roll doesn't do that, or country doesn't.
That's what I said, depending on who you are.
No, I think as a whole. What he's saying as a whole, right?
Yeah. And the Rolling Stones to us are the Beatles. Wu-Tang, Nas, they don't get laughed at.
No, what?
They get hyped from our people. They get hyped.
Right, but he's not
the white regular people don't either though. They have to be mega stars.
Nah, what I disagree with that. What we saying is that the
that's what I said.
Average rock and
average white rock nigga that get fanfare that an average black nigga don't get.
I can name plenty. You wouldn't know him. You wouldn't know. But that's what I'm saying. Like and that's what I'm saying. There isn't, like I said, there isn't as much leeway between the young and the old in hip hop. They be like, you old, you crusty. You don't hear that. You don't hear that from other places.
Other genres still celebrate their older foundational artists as opposed to us. We're more apt to cast aside to. But there's a difference. Whereas rock and roll was set in to a point where they always made money off of that, right? When, let's say, the Sugar Hill Gang came in, there was no market for them. It was a new thing. Rock and roll, we're talking stretching back to, how long would you say rock and roll? How far back would you go with rock and roll?
30s, 40s, maybe 20s.
Hip hop literally started in the 70s, right? Late 70s, right? So ultimately, the money wasn't there for those guys. The foundational artists of rock and roll may have died, but guys in the 50s doing rock and roll still have a place in that. Our foundational artists never were able to benefit from the money and the touring that ultimately sprung out from, because our younger people, they're not going to support the Sugar Hill Gang because our art form changes so much. Hear me out, bro. Hear me out.
It's the old white people that still support them. Ain't those young niggas going to see the
these old white people.
Hold on. I hear what you're saying. Just hear me out, bro. Hear me out. What I'm saying is, those younger guys in rock and roll, the older rock and roll guys are more apt to not turn a nose up to those older guys and open that particular door for them to be able to make money to the younger avenues. Our hip hop is different, where it's not the same. This is something that they're trying to change that to say, okay, when Nas and Wu-Tang go out, right, we're going to honor a Rakim or a Sugar Hill Gang so that now the younger guys they have a door open to them, whether they support them or not. And this foundation is to support them. So they don't have to depend on that. Rock and roll is different. Aerosmith can bring out an older act on their concert, because rock and roll is pretty much rock and roll across the board. Hip hop is very, you got a shelf life and a window for hip hop. Hip hop changes every 3-4 years.
It seems like that comes from hip hop, though.
It's only a stigma with hip hop. That's all we're trying to say. What you're trying to say is young niggas in rock and roll don't fuck with older acts. The older acts don't allow that. Our older acts have not always been that way. That's all I'm trying to say.
What I'm saying is, when the young niggas go fuck with an older act, they go fuck with the likes of in our genre, it would be the Jay-Z, the Nas, and the Wu-Tang. They don't just go fuck with regular niggas. If I'm gonna go fuck with a nigga, I'm fucking with Aerosmith. I'm fucking with Coldplay. I'm fucking with Rolling Stones. They don't just fuck with regular niggas. It ain't just like, yo, we support all the rock and roll. If I want to do a song, I'm going to just do a song with this regular nigga. No, they want to do songs with the likes of the Rolling Stones, which would be equivalent to RJZ, Aerosmith or whatever, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
That's not what we're saying.
You were saying that.
We're saying that they're more welcoming to that. That's their culture. That's not our culture. And you just proved it.
Culture is more welcoming if a Jay-Z and a Wu-Tang and a Nas got on the songs with the young niggas. That would be welcoming. Niggas don't want to hear, that's what I'm saying. That's the difference between Rakim ain't on the level as an Aerosmith or a Jay-Z or a Nas or a Wu-Tang.
You just said they were.
He's not. Rakim? No, he's not. Not Rakim. I didn't say that. I said Jay-Z, Nas is like the equivalent of the high powered white rock star. The young white stars ain't doing regular songs with regular white niggas. They going to the big stars.
Well, we would have to disagree. I think we talking about two totally different things, and I ain't gonna stick on this for 100 years because we may be talking about two different things. No, I'm not. You got your perspective, and I get it. We might be disagreeing, and we're disagreeing over different things.
Young niggas in their genre are more welcoming than the young niggas in our genre. The young niggas in our genre are more welcoming to the big stars like the white dudes are.
Okay.
Not the regular, like, you know what I'm saying? I understand what y'all saying, like the Coogee Raps and the Big Daddy Kings and all that. But they don't go fuck. The white niggas ain't going to fuck with them regular niggas. They going to fuck with it.
All I'm saying is they've had a longer culture of always being a lot more open than hip hop has.
Moving on. But shout out to this foundation. Shout out to their thought process, and moving forward. Moving forward, hope to see a lot more of it. You know what I mean? So moving on, we're gonna switch gears. I saw this and I said, whoa. Group tied to El Chapo's sons reportedly orders halt to manufacture of fentanyl in Mexico, but experts are skeptical. A faction of a Sinaloa cartel led by the sons of imprisoned Mexican drug kingpin. I'm sorry?
Sinaloa.
Whoever talking about El Chapo. Whoever
right,
El
Sinaloa.
Chapo.
Okay, well,
Sinaloa.
Nah, it's a new balls. He wasn't even the balls.
Well, it's his sons. They say it's his sons.
Nah, they wasn't even the balls. There was a boss over top of El Chapo in the Sinaloa. He was just one of the five.
Well, what? Continue.
He's one of the five.
You want me to continue?
Go ahead.
A faction of the Sinaloa cartel led by the sons of imprisoned Mexican drug kingpin Joaquin El Chapo Guzman Loera reportedly has ordered a halt to the cartel's production of fentanyl, the deadly drug blamed in at least 1,825 deaths in Cook County last year. Reuters and Wall Street Journal have reported that the group known as the Chapitos is demanding that fentanyl suppliers dismantle their factories in Mexico or face death. One of El Chapo's sons, Ovidio Guzman Lopez, is in jail in Chicago, extradited from Mexico last month to face charges of running the Sinaloa cartel through violence. His brothers, Ivan Archibaldo Guzman Salazar, Jesus Alfredo Guzman Salazar, and Joaquin Guzman Lopez also have been charged in Chicago but remain in Mexico. Banners that have been hung from bridges in Mexico call for the end of fentanyl production and are signed the Chapitos, but it's unclear whether any of the sons was directly involved in the order. Their father had faced drug charges in Chicago, but was tried in federal court in Brooklyn, convicted in 2019, and is now serving a life sentence. Wall Street Journal reporting from Mexico reported a story Monday, quoting mid-level Sinaloa cartel operative who said the Chapitos were leaving the fentanyl business to get U.S. authorities to shift their attention to the rival Jalisco New Generation cartel, which also produces the drug. The operative said he ran 25 fentanyl labs he's now destroying. Human rights activists said about a dozen people in Sinaloa have gone missing recently and were most likely involved with fentanyl production and sales, the journal reported. Thoughts?
They can't stop it.
I'm thinking truthfully.
No, they can't stop. Like, they can't stop.
What I'm thinking is fentanyl is
Not dumb grouper, just that grouper. That's what I'm saying. That's just a little fraction of the cartel, the Chapos. Man, that's just a little fraction. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all don't run nothing. Ain't most of y'all in jail. You lucky they ain't kill the rest of y'all. Just to take over your little territory. Because it's coming soon.
Well, there's only one of them in jail.
That's what I'm saying. It's coming
There's only
soon.
one of them in jail. The other three are out.
Run, you know what I'm saying? Y'all on the run.
well, I mean, forgive me for not knowing cartel logistics. You know what I'm saying?
BI.
But I'm assuming it's just bringing too much heat to their organization in whatever.
I mean, it could be a smoke screen. It could just be like, hey, man, let's, because it says, technically trying to bring attention to, maybe to stop what we doing. You might focus on a different cartel.
What I do know is whether they serious about it or not serious about it, fentanyl is not going anywhere. So
at the end of the day,
so they can be on the outs, they could be on the ends, but it's happening with it without you because it's
not in their best interest.
I'm not sure how the logistics of their cartel works out. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? They may still be good with marijuana and crack and crank. I don't know. I just don't happen to, to know the inner workings of what they got going on. But what I'm thinking is, well, maybe at this point in their juncture, they saying that might be too much for us for whatever reasons. Yeah, it might only be 10 of us in here. We can't take fentanyl heat. We only got like 3 pounds of marijuana in here. I don't know what they got, but I'm assuming if they saying it like that, they don't want no heat on them. Well, one thing for sure, two things for certain. Fentanyl ain't going nowhere. Somebody will fill that fentanyl vacuum fast.
So trying to get protection.
That might be true as well.
That's how I be watching all that, John, man. I be watching the history and all that.
But yeah.
Yo, they on their way. They gonna get killed.
I don't know.
Is El Chapo booked.
Mm-hmm.
They booked your wife. Now she out. Now she doing interviews and shit on TV.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Your son, like, man, they ain't playing that. Like, you wasn't the boss. You wasn't the boss. He wasn't the boss.
Dog. Whether he's the boss or not, they still have the Sinaloa cartel, still have his people running it. I don't know how big or small it is to what magnitude they still running it.
It's not his people. Like,
whether he the figurehead boss or not.
Out of his 3 sons, he got 2 still out there, one locked up in Chicago.
Whether the Chapo family is figureheads or not, they still look.
I don't know. You said they're not. So I mean,
they figurehead. It's not no one boss
of the Sinaloa.
Yes, it's not no one boss. It's like like 5 bosses.
Like I said, I don't know the inner workings of it.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it wasn't Sinaloa cartel said stop that. It's a little fraction. The Chapos. But y'all on your way out.
But
that's how they get rid of
but
you.
Everybody.
But I'm saying from the history I know from watching and being, you know what I mean, enamored with the John. That's what's going to happen soon. What you will hear no more Guzmans or nothing, or like I said, they working that angle to get protection.
That could be fair.
We want to get rid of all fentanyl here. Now the U.S. want to talk. Now they want, you know what I'm saying? We try and get rid of fentanyl over here. We know we want it over there in Chicago, but we try to help y'all. And like, y'all on your way out. Y'all on your way to that motherfucking tongue hanging out, broken through the morgue, nigga. That's fair.
So them threatening, you know, anybody producing fentanyl under death, that don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing?
Nope.
Now, me, myself, I happen to think it still means something.
It's still not. I'm not going to say it don't mean nothing. It means something to ordinary Joe. But if a motherfucker that's connected with the Sinaloa cartel is doing it, it means nothing. It means nothing.
Cool.
Why you didn't say the Sinaloa cartel is trying to get rid of fentanyl? Why it's just a little fraction called the Chapos. And y'all named yourself.
To be fair, they are what everybody associates with the bosses, or at least
called that before though. They wasn't called that before though. That's that they just now calling themselves that because they're a little fraction.
So you saying they're a splinter group? So you saying just the Chapo brothers is a splinter group?
Cool. I mean,
but
hey,
I mean, they was important enough to have one of the brothers broken out of jail. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yo, if that ain't
I mean, they put it this way. Let me say this. Let me end it by saying this.
If I'm a boss and y'all my crew, y'all might just break me out of jail.
It was enough to
do with nobody else.
To when they
enough guns. And y'all know the police scared of y'all.
Well, when I know we did cover a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. Well, whenever we covered it, when they was trying to extradite him, it was a big thing where they was like they was shooting down airplanes.
Crew.
It was every crew fighting for the whole.
No, that was that crew. That wasn't a whole crew. That wasn't a whole crew. It was a neighborhood. We seen them
okay, what up?
That's my area. That's what I'm saying. Y'all ain't listening.
No, I'm listening perfectly. I don't want you to say I'm not listening. I'm listening perfectly.
Columbia ain't like the east side. That's what he controlled. Like the east side. Like he controlled like Wilmington, Delaware. He ain't control New York. Columbia big. He wasn't controlling the whole area Sinaloa got. That shit broken up in parts. So where you was at gunning with the police, they're your people. They're gonna protect you. They're your people. That ain't the other niggas coming out of the woodworks like, yo, we great go save this nigga. No.
They don't do that for everybody that's in the Sinaloa. They did that. So all right, that proves that they the strongest. Like, we gonna come out.
That's not the strongest because if it happened where the other bosses was at, the same thing would have happened.
It hasn't.
Because ain't nobody looking for them.
Because they ain't the bosses.
They incognito. All right, man, listen. I watch DA agents say he's not the boss.
So why they running down those people who ain't the bosses?
Because he's out there. He's showing his face. He was like Sammy the Bull, killing like 50. The other bosses ain't doing that. They just making money chilling. You don't hear about no other bosses from no other cartel. Sinaloa cartel ain't the only cartel in Colombia. The Cali cartel. It's a lot of cartels. You don't hear about none of their bosses because they chill. They not out killing 50, 100 niggas like El Chapo was that made him get on the radar.
I get it. But
it's 100.
But they still look
I didn't
like
say
they're
they
in
wasn't-
power. You said
They are.
you said they done. I'm
Man, that's
they
like
they in power, bro. That's all.
Listen, you can't take me out of power in my hood. If I was a stone cold killer then, I'm a stone cold killer now. But when the other stone cold killers come, y'all got a problem. Fuck the police and all that. We've been killing cops. We've been getting y'all out of here.
But we keep breaking up the Chacos, and they ain't
Moving on. So this was a topic that I've wanted to talk about for a while. It's just so many layers to this that it deserves like multiple.
If we had money and we was doing shit like that, y'all wouldn't break me out of jail. If we was gang,
we would.
If we was gang, would. So with that, that's what I'm saying. Like,
we would break you out of jail. We would shoot down planes and cause a government uproar to spaz the hell out to get you out of jail. We would. We would threaten foreigners, all that. We would. We would do that.
Kidnap diplomats.
To the point where we would make the U.S. news to do that. Yes, we would. Now, this is a topic I wanted to talk about. Now, I don't necessarily think we can encompass this in one episode. I just think it needs to be bite-sized morsels until we decide to do a whole show on it. I personally am kind of like, this intrigues me about U.S. and foreign allowances when it comes to food labeling, ingredients, and things of that nature. Things such as, what the U.S. allows as opposed to what other countries allow, right? I know that the U.S. is a lot more liberal when it comes to what they allow in our foods as opposed to other countries. There's certain things that other countries don't even allow in their food and don't even allow certain ingredients, period, right? Whereas we have certain additives and certain ingredients that are normal in our foods. So this is my foray, or the Fire and Ice experience foray into that. Just a snippet. Recently, California banned 4 food additives, right, that were banned in Europe and other parts of the world, on a normal basis. California has banned 4 common food additives: red dye number 3, potassium bromate, brominated vegetable oil, and check your boy out. Watch as I pronounce this. This is going to be amazing. Propylparaben through the California Safety Food Act. Right? Now, this law, hold on. This law will go into effect January 1st, 2027, which offers significant time for brands to revise their recipes to avoid these harmful chemicals. Governor Gavin Newsom said in a statement to members of the California State Assembly on October 7th, when he signed the bill into law. After that, any person or entity that manufactures, sells, or distributes food products in California that contains the additives can be fined up to $5,000 for a first violation and up to $10,000 for each additional violation. Here's what to know about the ingredients, why they were banned, and what it means for you, whether you live in California or elsewhere. Initial thoughts, Fresh.
I'm glad the United States is finally starting to take some type of ownership in the food additives that are allowed in our food. A lot of times people don't understand that the food, or some of the things that, effects from the food, some of those things are addictive, to certain people. So to take a lot of these things that are allowed in the food are harmful to people.
Not only we also have some of the highest obesity rates in the country, in the world.
So because
in the world,
it is a choice. Because America is the great land of fucking choices, like they like to say, or whatever. But it's, to me, a lot of times you got to keep stuff out of people's way. You know, like if it's something bad for you, like, look, man, we should not let you have this. Let alone, I mean,
it's profitable.
Right, exactly. You know, so people maneuver is profitable, but now sometimes, at least this time, they're putting health first, not money first. You feel what I'm saying? So, what you putting health first and taking some things out of food, it takes it out of people's hands. It takes an option, which we are the land of choices and options. It takes that option, which is a very unhealthy option, out of the equation. That works for everybody. That doesn't hurt anybody. You're not going to make any less money because you took something bad out of food. You're not going to make any less food because there's no additives to put in it. You're just going to take the stuff out and keep moving on. Everybody's going to adjust, and if they like it, then people are going to buy it. If they don't, they're not. That's pretty much how it's going to go. It's not, but I'm glad that California is now taking a stance to stamp out some stuff that's bad for us, man.
Okay.
If we can.
So, the 4 banned ingredients are most commonly found in ultra-processed foods. Specifically, red dye number 3 is used as a colorant in food or pink icings, drinks, and candies, especially ones that are flavored with cinnamon. These are specifically cinnamon, peppermint, cherry, or berry. This includes many holiday-themed candies like Conversation Hearts, candy corn. If you eat candy corn, you're just pure evil. And candy canes, as well as some brands of jelly beans. Brominated vegetable oil is found primarily in citrus-flavored store brand sodas, where it works as a stabilizer for the flavor oils. Potassium bromate acts as a leavening agent, and propylparabenrin is a preservative. They are typically used in packaged baked goods, including tortillas, breads, and pastries. Now, you want to ask yourself, what does this matter to black people? Why are they banned? Now, research conducted over the past few decades, primarily in animals, has linked the 4 chemicals to cancer, reproductive issues, neurobehavioral concerns such as hyperactivity. What are we mostly associated with?
All of those things.
ADHD, high blood pressure, cancer.
That's us.
Some of these problems may stem from the potential effects of some of the chemicals have on the endocrine system, which controls hormone function in the body. A big focus of the California law is protecting children, which are generally more likely to consume food products that contain these chemicals. Experts say children are also at a greater risk for potential negative consequences from food additives because of their developing organs are more vulnerable. Because of these types of concerns, the use of these chemicals in food items is already prohibited in the European Union, as well as in several other countries.
Yo, man, I'm so glad that America is now stepping into the new millennium, starting to stamp out some, well, at least California, I can't say America, but starting to stamp out some things that's just bad for you. Like, look, man, it's just bad for you. We're going to take that option off the table for you. Or it probably, well, now, like I said, they're going to take that option off the table, and that's good because nobody likes cancer, nobody likes diabetes, nobody likes high blood pressure. Those things are bad for you, and those things come in cheaper foods, which the poor people, which black and brown people usually tend to be more of. That's what we more consume of. So take that BS out. Stuff getting more expensive anyway. So you might as well make it healthy or healthier. If you can, it's getting more expensive anyway. So take that nonsense out of it.
So listen, that's just the tip of the iceberg because I've been checking this out for weeks and weeks now, and it's a lot more to. I mean, it just literally the labeling in our food as opposed to the rest of the country's allowances in terms of the labeling of ingredients in their foods. There's a big disparity between the U.S. labeling and the rest of the world and what they allow in their foods and things of that nature. So if you look up things such as the obesity rates and the cancer rates and things of that nature, this has a direct correlation to why those things are so prevalent in this country and not in other countries. Just the tip of the iceberg.
Right.
You know, this is going to take some time to really lay out and extrapolate everything that goes into this, because this is a big thing. This involves the USDA, the FDA. This involves a lot. It involves a lot.
Food manufacturers.
Absolutely. It involves a lot. So we'll dive a little bit more into that as the weeks come. But I'm gonna put a lot more together, and the Fire and Ice Experience will dive into that. Like they've banned the production of Skittles. Yeah. Now that's not to say you won't see Skittles anymore. What you'll see is a vastly different ingredient list in Skittles. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, cool. Take the bullshit out of it. I might not like Skittles with the bullshit taken out of it.
You might not like Skittles with the BS?
Yeah,
Well, listen.
I don't know about that, man. I mean, Skittles, man. People, if they go just like McDonald's fries when they went all natural, people still buy the fries.
People still bought them. I've still bought them. Yeah.
People still bought them.
Yeah. Just a tidbit here.
The original fries, they ain't got them. At least not where I get the McDonald's at. They ain't got the original fries.
All right.
Got some natural low.
So moving on, let's dive into some relationship stuff here, man. There's a lot of stuff going on involving relationships and these couples and these things involving relationships. It's like where do I start? All right, I'll start here. We all know Joe Smith, right?
Yeah, basketball player.
Merlin Turpin, excuse me, number 1 draft pick overall.
Merlin Turpin, Joe Smith, ACC great.
Timberwolves, Gold State Warrior.
Yeah. Joe Smith's significant other apparently has a secret OnlyFans account that he, quote unquote, just found out about and was rather upset. Initial thoughts.
Initial thoughts, but I laughed first when I seen it.
Of course you did, because you're just a cruel individual. You're a terrible dude, man. Why you laugh at that man? Because he's upset.
I laughed at two things.
You're horrible.
I laughed when I heard that about the OnlyFans. I giggled. But then
you didn't giggle. You fell the hell out. I know you.
No, I laughed.
You know what he said?
I said, ha on this next one. I said, then she got OnlyFans. That nigga got a job. He got a job. Where the fuck are you at? That she's sneaking in the house going on OnlyFans. Where the hell are you at, Joe Smith? And if you out doing your thing, you shouldn't be mad.
You can shoot content anywhere, though. I mean,
man, shoot it in that bedroom.
Check this here, man. As much as I want to be on Joe Smith's side, I can't be.
You can't be.
I can't be.
Why can't you be?
Nah, because what I do know is Honey Love said, "Oh, you knew me before we got together."
Can I add to that? So, for those that don't know, now I'm going to give you a little. Listen, Honey Love. When I looked at her, I said, "Man, she looks familiar."
Is that right?
Now, if you know me,
I know you.
You know I have an extensive history with my pornographic.
Yeah.
I know the pornographic ladies. I thought to myself, I've seen her before.
Your pornographic spider tingly says this was tingly.
My pornographic memory said, I have seen this woman before. Lo and behold, I think to myself, you're normally not wrong about these sorts of things. You know what I found out?
What's that?
This young lady was in Booty Talk 9.
Man, you don't say. Get out of here.
Booty Talk 9.
What's that now?
Joe Smith, you have married yourself a porn star. This woman has had multiple scenes, including double trinipation
Oh.
with 2 Caucasian males, 2 colonizers.
Ah.
Joe, it makes the statement she said, you knew what this was before when you met me.
You knew who
When I heard her say that, I thought to myself, well, that's a pretty powerful statement.
Yeah.
Are you saying you're like a boss whore? Or is that something else? And of course, I didn't think of the something else until I looked at the clip.
That's a boss whore.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not
I'm
gonna label everybody.
Before we got together.
Boss whore.
Now I might tamp it down for you.
He saved her.
That I might tamp it down for
Man,
you.
He saved her.
So should he have any right to be upset whatsoever?
He can be upset at some things, but ultimately,
Where the fuck
I don't
are
think-
you at?
Well, according to her, like they needed the money. So you might very well be right that, kind of like she was doing this as like, I'm doing what I gotta do kind of thing.
Where you at? Where you at though? That your wife is doing OnlyFans and you don't know. You not home.
Well, I don't know. I think he may have caught her in the house.
I mean, wherever he caught her at.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think that was the big word. It's like, yo, you doing this behind my back.
Yes,
You know,
I think that was the
you
issue.
doing this behind my back. And she says, well, you knew who I was before we got together. And I'm like, y'all been married for some time.
Listen.
You have been doing this behind his back, but I thought he knew you was doing this. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to go behind his back, but you are a whore. A horror.
No, what?
A horror. And she's been, she was doing porn like when they was together. So it's like, okay, well, why you doing this behind my back? That's the kind of way I looked at it. Like,
I laughed at like, what you got now? He got 9 to 5. That she could do that. She probably going out shooting movies while he at work. Everything.
well,
He probably don't watch porn no more. She probably shooting movies.
Shit, you don't watch porn. What you mean you don't watch porn no more? Nigga, if you watch porn before, there's no stopping.
He used to watch.
There's no stopping.
He got the bitch he used to watch.
well, now
You don't just stop watching porn. You just don't watch it as much. You just watch it casually.
Man, she doing all this shit to me.
She might not be.
Nah, I'm never
She
cool.
doing all this shit on
That's how she
OnlyFans.
got him. That's how she got him.
So does he have any reason to be upset? Just because of her past, or
No, you don't because of her past. And like I said, where the fuck are you at?
that she's shooting her content? He might be. Joe Smith still look like
That's what I'm saying. Like,
he's still
I'm
hooping.
still hooping
That's
out
your
here in these
fault.
streets, man.
That's your fault.
That's your fault that I want to go shoot hoops and you want to be you want to be shooting content.
Because like you said, we need the money. You want to shoot hoops. You have to rob.
Okay, so I'm glad you said that, which dovetails into my next conversation. So, the old adage of, because that's now starting to come up, the 100% household where the guy, makes 100% of the money, pays 100% of the bills, as opposed to the percentage relationship where it's either 50-50 or somewhere along those lines. So you saying, because we done fell off a little bit, that gives you carte blanche to just, like, is that the expectation that?
Thought you might have got that hoochie out your system. That's what we doing? Is that
Do you think that was 100% household where he made all the money and because now they faltering a little bit?
Because he was a million, 100 times over. I'm pretty sure he was the head of the household.
possible?
How could you go 50-50 with $100 million person?
Hold on. Now I remember him getting rooked for a lot of money. So he might be one of the people that.
I'm saying through his contract, he done signed about 3, man. He done made about 100 and some million, man.
You might have to look up Joe Smith.
Oh, I mean, go ahead, crack research that.
Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying. If he got a job like you said, a 9 to 5, or something to that effect, like.
But what I'm saying is, that's what she knows.
That's definitely
she went
what
back
I'm saying.
to what she knew
like,
to get money.
Yeah.
If we needed money, I'm going to go back to what I know.
Right. So why you say you like, yo? Why you say you should be mad? Like, nigga, you married a porn star. If you get down, she might go back to porning.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You lucky she only only fanning?
Right. You ain't reading the room. You ain't seeing these notices coming to the crib. Since you already had the house, so they come to you first.
She put her bootstraps. She laced her boots up.
Exactly.
He practicing his game. Smith's Joe Smith's net worth is estimated to be around $20 million at $25 million as of 2023. He has earned over $60 million in salary during his NBA career. Do you think this just? It don't sound like they needed the money. I don't know, but net worth of $25 million. That's assets and stocks and bonds.
She ain't gonna say that though. She wouldn't.
He might not have that liquid.
She wouldn't have said that though.
Okay, cool.
She would have said we need the money.
So listen. There was a big.
You embarrassing her. So her embarrassing.
My only problem was that, like, the whole her recording our conversation. Like, I'm obviously having a moment, man, where I don't feel this shit, and you recording me. Like, come on, man. Like, yo, turn that off. Like, yo, stop. You recording me like I'm an episode and you're on. Like, I'm an episode.
Real nigga though. She like niggas to see my asshole, my all inside of me. 2 niggas was smashing me at once.
Okay, so Joe, it sound like, man, you need to either whip her ass or walk away.
Nigga, we need the money. That's what I'm saying. She
trying
to listen because you were like, what? Oh, snap! You trying to snap on me?
You okay with that?
If I need the money, bitch, I'm pimping you.
Are you okay with that?
If that's what you want to do. But I'm
how you pimping her though?
Man, if I need the listen, I'm never gonna need the money. Cause I'm saying me Malay right now. I ain't talking about me as him being a basketball player all his life, got nothing else.
Well, we have to talk about that.
Only way I can justify her kind of him being mad is if she was like, "Baby, I'd never do this again."
That's what I'm saying. Like, are we factoring that in?
I'm over this. I'm walking this type of way, regardless of, you know what I'm saying, we need money anyway. I can just go get a job instead of sell ass. That's what I'm saying. She's like, nigga, you know what I do. This is how I make money, so I've always made money.
Fresh. That bitch went from West Coast videos to 12, 13 years with him. Go get a job.
Oh, what you do? Right, exactly. So,
what, you a fluffer now?
I don't know. She might be a fluffer.
She a fluffer now.
Hang around a little bit. We might got something for you in the background.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what? You went from West Coast videos, probably. That was probably the young years, the prime years, 18 to 24. Then you met him, 24 years old, young tenderoni, met Joe Smith out in Minnesota. And you've been with him for all this time. I don't know how to type. I don't know how to do none of this.
That's fair.
All right. I know how to open this up, though. I know how to play with this joint on the beat.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I ain't mad. I was down the gym shooting my shot. When I got off down FedEx stacking the boxes, I didn't know these things that came to the house. Why you didn't tell me?
No,
she's not a tenderoni. She's older than us, Fresh. She's not a tenderoni. She's 52.
She said I'm not doing this. Yeah, this nigga, that nigga older than us.
Nah, he not older than us. Is
I
it?
guess we probably like the same age.
Like 47.
Yeah, no, he probably a little bit older than us. He probably like
47,
48,
48.
49. I'm going that way. 49.
No, I think he might be
49.
young. I don't know. Let's see.
47, 48.
But but that's what I'm saying. Like,
He's 48.
Yeah, 48. Yeah, 48.
Joe, listen, he's older than you, younger than me. He's only a month. He's only 2 months younger than me. So he's 48.
I always think back when I was in high school. Them niggas was like 2 years, like a year or 2 years ahead of me. Vince Carter and all them.
He's 48, son.
my birthday just come late. I don't get to partake in all those. My birthday ain't even came yet, so.
Nah, but that's how I used to be like, yo, like, damn, this nigga,
Okay, so.
Or you know what I mean?
I mean, I think it's crazy from the standpoint of maybe if they had that agreement that she wouldn't do that anymore, and then I'm just curious how he found out that she had OnlyFans.
You probably seen him doing it.
He walked in the crib, or he just.
In the crib and she had the ring light set up, man. She had the ring light set up.
Yo, but
had the ring light set up, and you see the
She had-
toys on the bed.
She had the ring light set up.
What's going on here? Oh, did you see? I thought.
Nigga, listen. He called it an early night at the Y.
What's them niggas ass?
He called it early night at the Y.
50, all left handed. You know he left handed.
Get called an early night at the Y, man.
You know,
All right, man. Yo, I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm out, man.
he still look the same too long.
He's still 6. Yeah. Listen. Joe look like he look like he 229, 225.
You know why I know he broke down? He was hurt. That's the part I'm like.
You mean hurt like mentally, like his psyche was hurt?
Yeah. Here's one thing I do know. She ain't go.
If you ain't fucking around, give a fuck.
I tell you what.
Well, let me counter that. Let me counter that. Let me counter that.
You already.
Hold on. Let me counter that. I just want to add. You said niggas with money ain't hurt, right? How much money Will Smith got?
He ain't hurt. He a weirdo. He ain't hurt.
Oh, you weirdo.
He not hurt.
Can
We
he be
talked
both?
about that last week.
Can he be both?
So he been well. You can be hurt because the relationship was over for years. It's been over for 6 years. Yeah, you could get hurt 6 years.
You still trying to publicly be with her though.
That's what I'm saying. Still carry that hurt. I can understand that. But if y'all think, well, I don't know if nobody think. I don't want to say nothing. But within that 6 years, he wasn't hitting homie or her or shim or him.
Man,
now, that's when you got that.
What I do know is they had a conversation before about this. He didn't just find out about it right then and there. Like, he just decided to confront her probably right then and there. She was like, man, I'm going to take my motherfucking husband. That said a lot to me. Like, yo, this nigga is beefing about me motherfucking doing what the fuck I got to do for the bills. We know this is who the fuck I am.
It was like, yo, she eat for the bills. What, nigga?
Like, yo, I can behind my back. Like, yo, behind your back? What you mean behind my back in front of your face? It don't matter. If I came home with money.
You say it don't matter.
Did you have the money for this part of this XYZ bill? It get real like that. It get real. You feel what I'm saying? Did you have that money for XYZ bill? And we ain't talking about bills that me and you may have. We talking about, like you said, $100 million motherfucker might have.
I know street right now that'll go knock a nigga down for the light bill.
Dog, now, just imagine the bills. Right, just imagine the bills you have accumulated
right now
with this money you spent, being having access to $100 million and being roped out of that money. So you gotta like, oh, I'm tight with my money because somebody beat me out of some money, and I had some unfavorable contracts. So I could definitely see where Joe Smith is looking at it like, yo, we need the money. But it's like, yo, why the
another thing?
Shout out to Live, man. Shout out to Willie Jenkins, man.
Yo, another thing, fresh
out. Shout out to Kia Hill, Stephen Douglas.
Another thing, I was like, yo, that nigga broke. Yo, how light had the money had to be though?
Yeah, that's what the money life.
She might make like 50. 80,000 on that ball.
She was making a light 3-4K. She was making a light 3-4K.
But we need that.
That's what the mortgage is.
That we need that.
That's what the mortgage is. No big doing. Coach, ain't the mortgage no big.
She was making a light 3-4K.
Unless we had the conversation that you done with that life, me myself, I'm assuming that's on the table. That's your hustle. That's your hustle.
Our hustle.
Well, our hustle, but that was your hustle. That was your hustle before it was our hustle.
That's a house. That's a household.
You was selling pussy before I came along. I just happened to domesticate you. So if you happen to go back to that to get some money for us, I'm like, man, that's for me. I'm like, that's on board.
Which one she?
Unless she was like, nah, we don't do that.
What you say? Booty talk 6.
Booty talk 9.
No.
She go by.
Nah, I forgot her name.
Real names.
See, I'm ready to see your girl jump, all up inside of her.
So, moving on. So, listen. Because this is a whole relationship conversation, there was a whole thing last week, right? There was a whole thing last week about the ladies in terms of there was a young lady who apparently upon hearing that she was being taken to the Cheesecake Factory, there was an issue. She was not happy. Quick thoughts on that, and then we'll move on from that because it dovetails into another aspect of this whole relationship thing.
You miss out on your gems. You miss out on your blessings. You miss out on love when you set those kind of boundaries around love. Because love doesn't necessarily participate in those spaces that are excluding a Cheesecake Factory or a dive bar or just going for ice cream. That's where a lot of people have found love.
Now, check it out. So, spawning from that, the ladies have gotten together and they have produced a list of places that they refuse to eat. Now, mind you, this is not 100% of the women in the United States and in the dating pool. This is just a cumulative list of what was compiled on Al Gore's interweb.
Shout out to Al Gore.
Now, of the unacceptable places that they will not eat at, number 1, of course, is the aforementioned Cheesecake Factory. Number 2, Applebee's. Number 3, Chili's. Number 4, Chipotle. Number 5, Olive Garden. Number 6, the movies. Number 6, your house.
So hold on, just for a second.
No. Let me go through first because I had an initial reaction to one of them.
I just want to know, like, what are you supposed to eat at the movies?
We'll cover that. We'll cover that. Number 6, the movies. Number 7, your house. Number 8, any fast food chain. Number 9, Buffalo Wild Wings. Number 10, Wingstop. Number 11, Red Lobster. Number 12, a buffet. Number 13, IHOP. Number 14, Denny's. 15, the gym. Number 16, church. Number 17, Starbucks. Number 18, coffee dates. Number 19, ice cream dates. Number 20, family functions. 21, movie night. What they specifically mean is Netflix, Hulu, etc.
Right.
22, somewhere that requires a long drive. Number 23, bowling. Number 24, nightclubs. Number 25, hookah bar. Number 26, bar for just drinks. Number 27, Waffle House. And number 28, sports events. Those are the 28 unacceptable locations for first dates in women's opinion or popular opinion, social media, women's events. Initial thoughts.
The number 1, and I mean the number 1, uno thing to consider in love is compatibility. telling you right now, these people are excluding compatibility. Oh, we can't go here, we can't go there. You don't know what kind of situation, what kind of moment, what kind of spark from that situation when you exclude all of those things. Because what else are you supposed to be doing? And where else are you supposed to be going? But me, myself, I said, I'm fine with every 28 of those places you named. I said, because you know what? Me and Baby Love going to motherfucking Wawa, and I'm fucking you, taking you to Pound Town. So I'm all good.
You on the Pound Town, bro?
Wawa. Get you a burrito, some of them Wawa 2 for 25 juices, and get you a pretzel, and we gonna make a trip to Pound Town. I'm still in it.
Did you mention a pretzel?
You can get that with me. Now, I'm getting one.
The thing with me, some of those things, that's what I'm saying, consider it as a date. Because you could be talking to somebody, and most of those things just can pop up out of the blue. I could be talking to a girl, we chilling in the car, chilling, going, yo, let's go get some ice cream.
You know what? They have a taste for some.
And
So is this so?
Everything I know about girls, they ain't turning down no food.
So is this a microcosm of because listen, I'm gonna throw the old adage out there.
And then it's the situation where that's why I said it depends on the type of broad, because some broads like that type of subtle stuff and not the.
Can I add this? Can I add this old adage?
Mm-hmm.
There is an old adage that says, if she digging you, she'll go wherever the fuck you tell her y'all going.
Yeah, man, I'm used to that kind of cut from that cloth. Like, man, we go around.
Let me say it again. Let me say it again.
I'm done it.
If she digging you, she'll go wherever the fuck y'all say y'all going just because she wanna be in your company.
Lacey's? A whole Lacey's.
That's what I'm saying. A whole Lacey's. But it ain't even like a date. It's like, yo, we chilling, talking, we vibing, probably smoking, just vibing. She might get a taste for something. I might get a taste for something. It even might be expensive, but it ain't like it's a date. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I got a taste for something.
So okay, so let me break this. Let me.
I'm gonna tell you that a broad can say like, yeah, yo, listen, because bro, like, yo, I got to taste for some crab legs. I've been with bros and we done with the Franks. And the broad ain't got crab leg platter. You know what I'm saying?
And you're vibing.
Yeah, it's like we vibing.
So you gotta
You missing out on.
You might have to just be an interested nigga. Just it's so some niggas just not interested enough to.
I was like, what's a chain restaurant? A chain restaurant is more than one, right?
Let me read the list because you wasn't sitting here. Let me read the list of acceptable places.
Well, I was like, I could take you somewhere real foul and still take you somewhere to Pound Town. So you bring up all these places. I was talking about which I understand.
So listen, here was the ladies got together on social media, right? The ladies got together on social media and they said, here's a list of places women absolutely refuse to go on the first date. Number 1, Cheesecake Factory. 2, Applebee's. 3. Nigga, you.
Nah, because we gonna comment on you. I was
just there.
Right, because okay.
I was just there.
But if you listen, we'll never get to them.
Comment on all of them.
Yeah,
I was gonna let it ride. Like I ain't gonna say about that. I was just there Saturday. That's either or. You know what I mean? I can see myself going there, but it ain't like
I was just there Saturday with my lady.
Number 1, Cheesecake Factory. Number 2, Applebee's.
I would go to Applebee's with a broad because I can see myself on a Monday night. Like,
but this is what the ladies say they not doing.
But I know broads that'll be like, yo, are we ready to get something to eat? Oh, I'm like, yo, you want to go watch the game? Yo, I'm trying to watch the game. You trying to watch the
I
game?
guess we gotta look at it too. Like, if they,
Might I add that there has been videos of motherfuckers fighting over the $1 margaritas at Applebee's. So clearly, y'all going to Applebee's. Number 3, Chili's.
I've never been to Chili's in my life.
Number 4, Chipotle.
I've never been to
I've seen
Chipotle in my life.
so many women in Chipotle.
Number 5, Olive Garden.
So
I've never been to Olive Garden in my life.
Number 6, the movies.
this is what. Now I was like, stop right there. I was like, okay, well, so what are you supposed to eat at the movies? You ain't supposed to go to the movies to eat nothing.
I'm going to the movies.
These are dates. These are places women do not want to go on the first date.
Yeah,
All right, so
Number 7, your house. Number 8, any fast food chain. Number 9, Buffalo Wild Wings. Number 10, Wingstop. Number 11, Red Lobster. Number 12.
Stop right there. 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 Oh. That was a minority of women that had to be speaking on that Red Lobster. So we don't want to go to Red Lobster.
So for those that need to know, they have an annual, third annual the Firm Art Gallery Halloween 50th anniversary of hip hop celebration tonight, sponsored by Nataki Oliver and the Firm Art Gallery. Shout out to neighbor Nave for that information. Proceed.
Nah,
Red Lobster.
it's a lot of women. I don't know what it is about seafood. Maybe it is an aphrodisiac that they say.
They saying they're not going for that shit no more, Fresh.
I can't tell.
All right. So number 12 is a buffet, no matter what, apparently.
Nah. I was like, you can go to a nice buffet. You was like, come on, man. They got 12-ounce steaks out here. This ain't no bullshit.
They not going to IHOP. They not going to Denny's. They not going to the gym. They not going to a church. They not going to Starbucks.
No problem.
They not going on coffee dates. They not going on ice cream dates.
I am.
They not.
Yeah,
I was gonna say I am.
I said,
But
but
I
I
know
like.
chicks that like ice cream.
I know a lot of people.
Listen,
I
it
know a
ain't
lot
even.
of people.
Listen, that's how I know they be front.
I know a
That's
lot
how I know they be front. Because dudes don't even suggest food. Dudes don't just suggest food.
we end up here because of you.
Now, I'm not saying we don't got food, but if we don't like paying for other motherfuckers. So we ain't gonna suggest food knowing that damn I gotta buy her something too. So it's gonna be like, yo, when it, you know what I mean? Like it's gonna be mainly her suggesting it on some real, unless
you
I'm
suggest something that you know we probably
unless
gonna
I'm
like.
really hungry.
We both going
And I'm
like.
cool, because I don't eat when I'm hungry. I don't just eat. And I eat when I'm hungry on everything. I don't just like, yo, I'm gonna eat this. No, I'm hungry. I'm going to eat.
Yeah, we don't end up at these.
So
places.
it's like they suggest, they
Yeah,
like,
we
yo,
don't end up at these places because you didn't want to come here.
yo, I'm hungry. I want some to eat. Yo, shit.
Why are you suggesting steak 48 and
You don't suggest that, though. That's what I'm saying. They fronting. Because we could be chilling. I'm hungry. I want something to eat. Yo, you trying to go to Applebee's? I don't care. They got the dollar margarita. We at Applebee's watching the game, and she eating ribs.
And that goes for TGI Fridays. I don't know what else on there, but all of those type of jobs like that.
but the new age is what they saying is they want Ruth Chris, they want steak 48,
Cool.
they want Fogo de
I'm
Chao.
saying it, but I feel that. But the thing I was bringing up is even before we get to Ruth Chris, we done dealt with each other, and I done took you to one of these other bullshit places. Before we even got to Ruth Chris,
Man, shit.
you not getting. Yo, I'm
talking
gonna
about
keep it real.
And I'm saying,
I'm
even
keeping
that.
it real.
And even that, I'm talking about.
If I just meet you, I'm not taking you to Ruth Chris, girl.
Man, dig this here.
I'm not taking. I don't know you. I don't know you, so I'm not spending hundreds of dollars on you. A person I don't know, who I could never see, who I could act weak. She could go in this restaurant and act ignorant and do whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know you. So in between us going to Roof Chris, we did TGI Fridays.
So you saying So you saying these list of restaurants, these are the stepping stone restaurants.
Yeah, y'all been there.
Like y'all like
there with a nigga ain't never took y'all there because y'all went there with a nigga. Yeah, you might have went there on happy hour with your work people, but a nigga took you to one of those places. I don't know no bros that go to the movies by themselves unless a girl movie coming out and they going as a crew. But other than that, a nigga taking you to the movies.
So our response.
The women who weighed in on that, man, they don't understand about people giving them a good time.
And my thing is, if you would eat ice cream by yourself, why wouldn't you let a nigga take you for ice cream?
But they always say it's the thought that counts.
I don't know. We dating.
I don't know if you're worthy for me to spend steak 48. What if I take you to steak 48?
That's what I'm saying.
Hold on, Fresh. What if I take you to steak 48 and your conversation sucks and I don't want to deal with you no more? I've wasted $300. I don't even like you.
What if you get a step
out? That's fair. I don't
even like you.
I understand. I'm with you, baby.
So in return, the fellas responded by saying, here's a list of things men refuse to pay for if we are not married. Bills, rent, house, car,
pretty simple.
Hair, nails, bags, purses, jewelry, designer, vacation, furniture to go in your crib, plastic surgery, bottles at the club, za, pills, car repairs, food for another man's kid, gas, Uber and Lyft, DoorDash, snacks, yo tides.
That's always been in cars. You can get it right. It's back in the days, you can get it right.
I hear everything you said.
But yo, man, that's why you miss out on love. Those women who filled out that.
What was that again? Read them again, Coach.
Bills, rent, house.
Oh, time out.
Bills.
I might help you with your bills.
If we ain't married?
Yeah, if we ain't married, I might.
Nah.
I might.
Not gonna happen.
Would you give a girl money if you weren't married?
Nah.
You won't give no girl no money if you weren't married?
I sure tried not to. That's what God did.
I would.
If y'all was kicking it. If y'all was kicking it out, you know what I mean? Y'all kicking it.
Even if we was kicking it, I try to stay out of them situations where I'm trying to get from you. I
like to keep my money because number one, you costing me money to go out, and not. Hold on, man. I don't know if I want them kind of responsibilities.
Until we got.
So look. So here's the list: rent, house.
Ain't that a rent? Oh, a firehouse?
Yeah, that's
you can interpret it how you want to interpret it.
To me, that's what I'm saying.
Mortgage or mortgage.
I ain't no fucking house. Mortgage is rent.
Car.
I'll give you a couple. I'm not saying I will pay your car bill every fucking month, but I probably would give you a couple dollars to do it. If I was fucking with you like that and you needed a couple dollars a month.
Hair. Hair.
I'll pay for your hair.
I'm saying that
nails.
That car thing, I might be in there.
I'll give you money.
Bags.
I'm not a bad guy, but I'm not a person adverse to getting you what you don't want.
Put it like this. I give you a couple dollars and whatever you buy and all that, and I say motherfucker want to say I brought it. If I give you $40 and you brought a bag, and motherfucker was saying you brought her a bag.
I don't know. That could be a birthday.
You said $40. $40 buying bags?
I don't know. Bag of
shop at Marshalls and Ross.
Oh man, good Lord, Jesus!
I ain't saying they don't, but
maybe Fresh don't front. Come on, man, stop acting like that, Fresh. Not back.
Buy no bags out of there.
I'm not saying no bags, but you acting like Marshall's got that. You don't know what the Marshall's got up in there.
I don't think they got no bags that I'm presenting to somebody. Not the bag.
So let me run down the list. Let me run down the list. Nigga said.
Close you can present the niggas.
Nigga said they ain't paying for purses, jewelry, designer, vacation, furniture to go in your crib, plastic surgery.
Some of those things are conditional, man. We could be dealing with each other, man. We could be dealing with each other.
I could help
real heavy, and
I wouldn't listen. It's a couple things on that list. I probably wouldn't give you all the money for. Like, I'm not buying no bitch no titties, but I might got $500 for you. If they cost $5,000, you come with $4,500. Like, I need $5,000. I need $5,000.
That ain't no money.
But I fuck with. I'm saying it ain't no. I have to like mess with you.
Why you don't like your titties?
You want to talk them out of it? You want to talk them out of it?
Why you don't like your titties? I'm saying I like your titties. That's why the fuck I'm here.
That's why I'm here.
I'm here. Why the fuck are you doing? So why you don't like
you being foolish?
Why you don't like your titties? Can we get that? Why you don't like your titties?
I'll probably be like, man, you crazy. Like that. But I'll be like, yo, you crazy. Like, yo, man. All right, I got you.
That might not have me staying, though.
You know what I'm saying? Listen.
For the reasons why some people get titties, they be like, man, I want to be seen.
Like,
so look,
for $1,000, I'm $1,000 short of getting my butt done. Man, why you getting your butt done? You fat enough. Oh my God.
That's what I'm saying.
You thinking?
And we just, like you said, the premise is
but listen, it ain't just no joint that I hit, and I gotta be dealing with you to give you a nice piece of cash.
But once again, this is what I say. It's a caveat to everything, because just like they said, they ain't going to all of these restaurants. It's a nigga that'll be able to take you to them restaurants. You just gotta be interested enough.
Yeah. Cause them restaurants.
I mean, you can get all this shit if you interested enough.
That's why I asked you. Is more than one considered a chain? Because then you can look at them restaurants. They ain't nothing. Everybody go to Fogo de Chow. They ain't nothing no more.
That's what I was saying. I was like,
they ain't nothing no more.
I was like, I've been there once.
That's how niggas used to look at Red Lobster. That's how niggas used to look at you. That ain't nothing no more.
Try and go to Chesapeake Canal House. That's easy.
Yeah, like
now what I'm saying
that's
is
what I'm saying.
Like,
and then when they start opening up more than one, now when it was one, it was like, yeah, I gotta go. I got to travel to go to Fogo. I gotta go to Novo. I gotta go up New York to go to PF Check. But when you start opening up 4, 5, 6 of them, that's like a fast food joint. That's what happened to Chipotle. Chipotle was real scarce. Like, damn, yo. Then they like, man, that shit bullshit.
Franchise. I can show you a good time in all of those places that they named, and that's the unfortunate part. A lot of those women who say that they don't want those places, they don't want to go to those places to eat. I'm like, no, fuck eating. And you go in there to date to get to know each other, right? You know what I'm saying? So you're missing out on the ride there. You're missing out on the experience while you're there, the ride home, whatever happens from there. And the food just happens to be a part of the date, but that's how a lot of them women want to be 45 years old and dusty and talk about how they used to have it.
So to close it off,
But
apparently there's some.
My thing is,
somebody said that too.
How old are these people?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Nah, that
set these parameters.
Nah, that you don't talk to the person before you go out with them.
Now
talk about things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like how?
What? Why do you have such a long list of places you don't want to eat at? I find that peculiar. I'm gonna ask that motherfucking question of somebody I'm dating. I'm like, let's go here. Now I go there. My Aunt Shirley had threw up off the soup. shit. Okay, well, let's go here. Nah, my uncle had failed. He had bumped his head on the bar, but he only got like $500. So I'm like, yo, what is the problem with you? Now, I'm like, really about the food. It's about why I want to go to all these places and miss out on the experience with these people.
Because I heard about the cheesecake joint, but I ain't never looked at it or nothing. Yo, crazy thing, I know he asked her where she wanted to go.
They was going there.
No, she didn't want. I'm saying she complained about the Cheesecake Factory. I know he asked her where she wanted to go. And you know what she said? I don't know.
How about we go to the Cheesecake Factory? All right. No, I ain't going to no Cheesecake Factory. Where the fuck you want to go then?
I don't know. you pick.
But I don't know the
pick.
I just know we ain't going to the Cheesecake Factory. You want you to choose. They want you to choose. They said our choices ain't good enough. Now you missing out on you like you pick. I really don't think these pussy. I really don't think these places.
I'm not trying to go to eat.
Do you think these places food is that bad?
Folks, that's what I'm picking.
Do you think these places food is that bad?
I mean, quite frankly, I'm eating at all of them.
Man, they don't care about no food, man.
I'm pretty interested, so we eating wherever I say we eating at.
From a female point of view, I'm like, you're crazy. What are you talking about?
We eating wherever I say we eating at. That's just how it is. I'm interested, so I ain't worried about all that.
Don't set yourself up for failure, lady.
If we dating and I decide if I want to go to the movies, then we go to the movies and we eating, and that is what it is. I'm interested, so I ain't worried about that. So moving on. Listen, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on from that. Just so they all know, there is an issue with Gabby Union and D Wade. Apparently, there's more of the what we talked about a couple weeks ago, the trouble in paradise and these couple goals. So D Wade and Gabby Union are apparently having some issues. I remember Gabby Union having an interview set where she said that she felt entitled to cheat because she made more money than Chris Howard.
She ain't got more money than D Wade.
Gabrielle, I don't think she has more money than D Wade.
But she felt entitled to cheat on Chris Howard because she made more money than him.
And I think that is fucked up for her to ever think that because you make more money, you should be able to cheat on people.
Or is it fucked up that she said it?
No, I think it's fucked up that she said it and did it. And I think it's fucked up that people do it because I pay all the bills around this motherfucker. It don't matter, you know what I'm saying? Don't nobody.
Niggas do that shit. I mean, I pay the bills around this because that's what.
Don't think that shit
listen, that's what all them 70s relationships was based off of. Niggas would have like families and niggas have a whole family cross town with 3 kids.
And just about every one of those women. And just about every one of those
pay the bills in this month.
I'm trying to tell you.
Man, Dad ain't been home in a week.
Most of them say, nigga, if you just told me, I'd have let your motherfucking ass go. You wouldn't have had to embarrass me like that. I'll just let your motherfucking ass go.
And now that I told you you ain't going nowhere. Because I pay the bills around this motherfucker. What you gonna do?
Now that's a little different. Yeah, so that's
the 70s bills built on that. Like, I got a whole family cross town. Because I pay the bills in 2 households.
Yo, I don't think that's cool that she. I
just think it's wild that, you know what I mean? Like she said it.
Because I pay the bills, I should fuck around on you. Just imagine if, whatever happened to her.
Not because I'm unhappy I should fuck. But because I pay all the bills.
Because I pay all
you inferior, so.
Yeah, you're inferior. And that's what I'm saying. That's fucked up. Because I pay all the bills, because I've acted and whatever you do, you do. I just happen to like you. You was cute. I thought I could fuck you here and there, but I like fucking other people. And nothing was there to stop me because I feel like I pay all the fucking bills.
You know what's crazy now?
That's fucked, and I feel like that's fucked up.
Women should have came out and said something about that.
Well, that's on women.
Nah, because the way she made it seem was like, y'all should, you know what I mean? Every man that pays all the bills should do what he do. You know what I mean? That's what I said.
You just reinforcing.
Like, yo,
you just reinforcing.
Yo, she talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? But they was like, yeah, go girl. Go girl.
What they always do.
Just reinforcing.
What they always do.
Love.
Reinforcing.
Ain't about love.
Reinforcing what the mailman. What the mailman do. Ain't about the mail do.
Ain't about love.
She just reinforced what the mail do.
Exactly.
The embodiment of being a male, she just reinforced it, and they cool with it because a woman was doing it.
Speaking of which, before we go into this football shit, I just want to throw something out there. Kim Kardashian inked the deal with the NBA for the NBA to be the official Skims underwear supplier. A female making a partnership with the NBA when the WNBA exists. Why didn't you do that with the WNBA?
There's no money in it.
Moving on. Fresh, give us this. I'm Fresh. Give us the football shit. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it, Fresh. So if she would have put scantily clad WNBA players in Skims, it wouldn't have mattered.
Man, they underwear. You ain't even gonna see them on the dudes.
No, you know what?
That's underwear.
Exactly. That's my point. Exactly.
Oh, I would say that part would have made sense. But guess who's not showing up for that part of the Skims?
I mean, listen, it's women scantily clad in your Skims underwear. Why would you put dudes?
NBA ain't showing up for it.
They wouldn't be scantily clad though. They underwear that was.
You should have. You should have.
That's what I'm saying for even the men that.
Because look, they put Shea Gilgeous-Alexander in a pair of Skims underwear, and I was like, man, get that nigga off my screen.
Naked, didn't he?
Nigga, get that nigga off my screen. But if you would have put one of your more sexier WNBA players in the Skims, hey, wait a minute. Moving on. Let's go. Let's go, Fresh. Moving on.
How you get that voice?
You mean how? Nigga, you weren't with me shooting in the gym?
Basketball chicken.
Yeah. Let's get it.
Air balls. Got a lot of fur balls in there, man. He started talking. Sound like the girl. You remember the old one from Revenge of the Nerds?
Oh shit.
Look in the peephole. Look in the peephole.
Moving on.
Grab this, look and
Ah.
peephole. Grab this shit.
Then
Sound like her. Ball breaker. Yeah, ball breaker. She got the commercial, the Geico joint.
man, are you done? It's football time, man.
It's not gonna fit.
NFL scoreboard. Let's get it. Hey man, pull yourselves together, man. Pull yourselves together. Jesus Christ.
Ball breaker,
Man, NFL scoreboard. Let's get it.
Nerds, man.
Thursday, October 26th. We got the Buccaneers and the Bills. Bills prevail 24-18 versus the Bucks. Sunday, October 29th. We got the Cowboys, Rams. 43-20 Cowboys prevail. You pick that? Did you pick that? We
I ain't picked nothing.
Nah.
Nigga.
Did that go according to the plan?
What?
Cowboys beat the Rams 43-20.
I thought it would be a little bit closer. I didn't think it was gonna be that blowout.
Okay.
I thought it would be a little bit.
We said thrashing.
I thought it was gonna be a thrashing.
Yeah, we said thrashing. It was right. Listen, Vikings Packers. We both had the Packers. Both had the Packers.
No, I don't believe in the Packers. Who
No, I'm sorry. We both had the Vikings. Who would you would have thought?
I would pick the Vikings.
Okay, so that would have been a sweep. Vikings prevail 24-10. Falcons Titans. Titans 28-23.
I picked the
I picked the Falcons. You picked the Falcons. You'd have been the man that week because the Titans 28-23. Will Levis looked crazy.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Will Levis looked crazy.
One player on the Falcons, Bijan.
I know a lot of players on the Falcons.
I know a lot of them, but I don't know a lot.
I know a lot of them.
I know Ritter. I know the tight end. I know the
Drake London, Cordero Patterson. Yeah, I know a lot of them.
A lot of them, but I don't know a lot of them.
Drake London.
Now this one fucked me up. Yeah. This one was bad. This game was bad.
Which one was that?
Saints Colts.
I would have picked the Saints.
You would have picked the Saints?
Yeah, I would have picked the Saints.
I picked the Colts. Who you picked?
Colts.
Ain't nobody picking Minshew.
I've been picking him ever since he been playing. I'm a Minshew fan. Minshew mania.
I think this one was chalk. Dolphins Patriots. Dolphins win 31-17. Yeah, that would have been chalk.
Shit.
That would have been chalk. I said it was going to be a hammer, but it wasn't a hammer, but it was a win.
I thought it was going to be a hammer.
Final. Now this one went. I'm just curious who niggas would listen. The Jets and the Giants.
I would have picked the Jets.
I picked the Jets.
I actually picked the fucking Giants, and they had this until the very. And it was a win. Listen, they kicked the game-winning field goal. Danny DeVito, right.
I turned the channel for a second. Tyrod Taylor was in there. Turned the channel for a second, watching, everything come back. I'm like, who the fuck? I said, when did Danny DeVito? I don't know. I know it's.
You thought you was looking at A&E. You thought this was light. You thought this was Twins.
All I could call him, who the fuck is Danny DeVito, and what the fuck happened to Tyrod Taylor?
Moving on. The next game got me too. This was another one that got me.
What's that?
The fucking Jags and the Steelers.
I would have picked the Jags.
You'd have picked the Jags? Oh, you fucking perfect. You perfect. You can't make a mistake.
Nah. He picked
I picked the Steelers.
Man, yeah, you picked the loser.
It don't sound. Not this week. It sound like.
But this week was easy.
It was easy. Hindsight's 2020.
I guess that's why I won 400 though.
I hit this week myself though.
Like this was easy.
But we did say that it's the Jack.
Well, as far as like the point spread, but I'm pretty sure motherfuckers could have picked outright winners this week. Like it wasn't really hard like that.
We said if the Jags want to be somebody, you win this week. And the Jags won. Shout out to the Jags. They're 6-2.
Are the Steelers somebody though?
I thought
no.
It was more than
Ho. Let me address that. At the time, the Steelers was 4-2.
So, but were they somebody?
Yes. Yeah, they were.
That's what I'm saying.
To the Jags on the road.
I picked them.
Going to Pittsburgh. Yeah. Moving on. Eagles Commanders. I picked this one. I said Eagles. They didn't cover. I said by more than. I said it would be by 14. They didn't cover, but they won. So I won that one.
I said they won't cover. But they'll cover, win.
Damn, this one fucked me. Texans Panthers. You picked the Panthers.
That was a huge,
I picked the Texans.
I would have picked the Texans.
I picked the Texans, and they fucked me.
Huge
part
in me.
I would have picked the Texans.
This one fucked me too.
I picked the Panthers.
This one fucked me too. You did pick the Panthers. I give it to you. You picked you and Knox picked the Panthers.
That was the lock from the block.
If they don't get no more wins this season, that was the best win he could have got.
Who? Bryce Young
against CJ Stroud.
Listen,
probably.
This one fucked me because this one was late again.
You got against the competition who might get Rookie of the Year. You beat him. You the number one pick. He number two is the bait. But when we play head to head, I won.
So
I just gotta get better stats than you.
Yeah, not even that. We're just going to work on next year. Motherfuckers looking at us for going 0 for 18.
True. Yeah. 17.
And that one game I did win was against you.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Phil.
Browns and the Seahawks. God damn it, man.
I would have picked the Seahawks.
I picked the Seahawks.
Well, you picked the Browns?
Yeah, he did.
You had faith in PJ Walker.
Man, we was winning until late. Like this, the Browns won the game.
So the Browns,
They won the game.
So the Browns.
And then it went downhill from here too. Chiefs Broncos.
I would have picked the Chiefs.
You know what's crazy?
I would have picked the
No,
Chiefs.
wrong. What did I say on the broadcast? I said this is the type of fucking game the Broncos might fucking win because everybody's picking the Chiefs to win. But I still picked the Chiefs.
That day had COVID, man.
Yeah, I heard he was sick. I mean, he definitely didn't look. I mean, I ain't gonna say he looked bad, but he didn't look like Patrick Mahomes. But none of those people out there kind of look like Patrick Mahomes. But if it's one person I know will bounce back, it's him. He fine. He'll be fine. He must have really been sick.
Yeah, COVID-19, man.
Yeah, so
Flu game.
I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I am a little bit concerned, though. I mean, I have, like I said, the number one situation that I believe in is Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. But I am concerned about their wide receivers. But if there's any one quarterback and head coach that could overcome those shortcomings at wide receivers, those two. But I'm like, it don't stay early all season long. This is the time you are, kind of who you are, where you are who you are. Like we said on the show, you are who you are. Start to separate the haves from the have-nots. Yeah, the good from the bad. Yeah. Couple of my picks, they look good. Couple of my picks look decent. Couple of my picks look raggedy. But I hit this weekend. What else you got there, Coach?
Ravens Cardinals. Let's go, Ravens.
I did pick the Ravens. I said, man, I can't keep going against I can't keep going against Lamar. He keeps motherfucker throwing the shit in my fucking face.
Why they trade Josh Dobbs?
Because Kyler Murray's coming back.
Yeah, Kyler Murray coming back.
Coming back this
Yeah,
week.
he about to come back. Kyler Murray going to come back. Yeah, listen, these last three games kind of saved my weekend. I think I was still like under 500, like just slightly, but Bengals Niners.
Picked it.
You had the Bengals with me?
Yes, we
Who
both
would
had
you
the
have said?
Bengals.
You would have said the Niners?
I
said the Bengals.
I said I don't like what the Niners.
I had the Bengals because I said the defense will get.
Sweet, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a sweep. It was a sweep. And then the Sunday night game, I was forced to pick this game, but I said, fuck it. We're going to go crazy. Yeah. Bears Chargers.
Yeah, those was all the games I picked for winners. All these games.
I picked the Chargers.
I picked the Chargers only because the coin flip. The coin flip worked for me, and I said, fuck it. The Chargers going to blow the Bears out. And they did.
I just knew Tyler. Well, I had to see if Tyler Beijing could.
I would, and there's reasons why I didn't pick the Chargers because
that's
right. That's
you picked the Chargers because of Tyler Bates.
No. I flipped the coin and landed on the Chargers, and I said, yeah, he flipped the coin, and I said, fuck it. Okay, so if we're gonna pick the Chargers, it's gonna be a blowout. Right. Yes, and they ended up blowing out the Bears. So yeah, shout out to the Chargers. For once, you rocked out with me. You won. You got me. I'm good. Cool. Because I didn't want to pick them, but the coin flip said pick them. And on Monday night, it was another one of those games where I said, if you want to be who you say you are, you got to win this game. The Raiders Lions. Never picked the Raiders?
The Lions straight up and down.
This was a sweep across the board there. And the Lions proved, hey, look, man, we can beat up on who we're supposed to beat up on. Let's get right into it. Fire performance of the weekend. I'm sorry? Oh, let's get through this. If you ain't so goddamn long-winded, let's get through it.
I like AJ Brown did his thing, man.
Okay. Fire performance.
I like what Lamar Jackson did. I can't keep fronting.
You can't keep fronting on him?
Fronting, man. I like what Lamar Jackson did. I mean, not just Lamar Jackson. I like what Baltimore's doing, but more,
okay,
more up front. I like what Lamar Jackson is doing from the pocket.
Okay.
You hearing me?
Okay.
You hearing me? Okay. sometimes you get lost in translation. Oh yeah, like man.
I'm gonna go with Jahmyr Gibbs, man. Breakout performance on Monday night prime time. You know what I mean? 26 carries, 150 some yards in the tutty. Shout out to Jahmyr Gibbs. Let's get it. Big time. He said AJ Brown. Big time performance. In front of Megatron and Barry Sanders, Detroit Lion legends. Boom.
One more
fire performance. Go.
This was my pick to win the AFC South. It's kind of shaky, and I actually gave up on them. But Tennessee Titans, Will Levis.
Oh shit! First game, Will Levis.
First game.
Plug and play.
I don't know if he ever played as good as this again. But he came out with fire in the motherfucking land. That was one of the games I did unfortunately lose.
Yeah, I lost that game too. I did not.
That wasn't on something that meant nothing. No.
Ice performance. Go. We're gonna start here. Ice performance. Keep it moving.
The New York Football Giants.
Oh God.
But you know what? I want to say that game as a whole, just a whole game as a whole. That was one of the ugliest games I've seen in modern history. And but the Giants came out on the losing side of that. And this just goes to show, man, like you can't have people picking just anybody on your team and we just running a business. If you want to be competitive, there are people out here that are good every year consistently. The Giants maxed themselves out last year. I thought they could have been better than what they put in forth. What they put forth Sunday, man, was terrible.
Putrid. Poor.
Throw up worthy.
Jesus Christ.
You know, yeah, and one thing I have been saying, man, it has been very ominously. We've been not hearing about Giants fans. We haven't been hearing from Giants fans this season at all. They've been so motherfucking quiet, man. The Giants with an ice ball performance.
Ice performance? Damn, it was literally Jimmy Garoppolo.
James. He's now James.
And the reason is because we could have seen Devontae Adams with a 98-yard touchdown reception and at least another 60 or 70-yard touchdown reception, but your ineptitude caused Devontae Adams. I mean, you overthrew him by like 10 yards. Jimmy, are you doing too many Bunny Ranch visits in Vegas? Or are you just terrible? Is it you just terrible?
I think he's just terrible.
Jimmy Garoppolo, terrible. That wasn't a game that the Raiders should have lost. They very well could have won that game. Moving on. Ice performance of the week. Brock Purdy? Okay.
Crazy out there doing all those picks.
Picto machine?
Crazy. You know what I mean? It could be crazy, but yeah, Brock Purdy.
Couple of things. Did you hear about Johnny Manziel and his Jamarcus Russell style of film study?
It showed.
Johnny Manziel apparently didn't watch any. Johnny Manziel didn't watch any film apparently.
Why would I? I'm Johnny fucking football Manziel. No. Exactly.
Yeah, you drafted him because he run around.
Because he Johnny fucking football.
All that, you know what I'm saying? They throw the long ball, you know what I mean, after he ran around.
That's one reason why I say the quarterback coach is one of the most overrated coaches out there. Okay, if he didn't know that, why couldn't you teach him? Okay, you can teach Johnny Manziel who you exactly identified as someone who had the requisite skills to run and play in the NFL. You don't think you could have coached him better than what the fuck you coached him? I ain't watched no film. Okay, it ain't about no film. What the fuck you doing here? You still look like you didn't watch any fucking film. but when we coach you up.
Thoughts on Johnny football not watching any film?
I didn't play how he played. How he played, didn't watch film.
Next topic. Moving on. And we'll move on to the NBA action. Listen, I think this is fucking hilarious, but maybe it's just me. Football in the Olympics. How do we feel about that? Like, is that a thing you want to see, or can it be successful, or
No, I don't want to see football in the Olympics unless you have NFL teams in the Olympics. It's only probably 2 countries that could play football on an even high level, and that's America and Canada. And most of Canada's players come from America. So I don't want to see us play Bucharest in football.
why not? I personally, why not?
I don't want to see us play Honduras in football. They haven't been. Football is very, even though we love football, American tackle football, that is a very singular and very.
They're not playing tackle.
I heard him just say football.
It's football. It's flag football. I'm sorry. Let me reiterate. It's actually flag football in the Olympics. That is the sport that's being sanctioned. No, it's a go. Like, it's not a thought. It's a go. It's a go. Yeah, it's a go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a go.
Well, that's something significantly, probably totally different. They've been putting forth some flag football all over the place. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at flag football being out there. I hope some other countries become pretty good at it.
My thing is, you done?
Mm-hmm.
My thing is,
You finish or are you done?
I'm done.
my thing.
I'm done and I'm finished. What?
All right,
Yes,
the
shit.
Olympics, right?
Yo, why you laughing? Yo, why you laugh like that, man?
They leave me on the committee. They don't be thinking. Yo, so in the Olympics, right? These athletes train all their life. So, what's going to happen with an athlete who's trained all his life to play Olympic flag football, and he get replaced by a college student who ain't make it to the end? Like, how does that work?
That doesn't work like that.
I'm saying, do we just make up a team? That's what I'm saying. All right.
Yeah, you got. Let us know.
Because most of the Olympic athletes that I know, track runners, ice skaters, gymnastics, they train their whole life for the Olympics. So now you got football in the Olympics. Where are you getting these athletes from? Are they coming from tackle football to be like, yo, I don't want to play tackle football no more, that I'm just going to start playing flag football, and now this is my dream? Or are you bringing up new flag niggas who are, even if I'm good enough to play, my dream is to play flag in the Olympics?
Yes, I think the latter.
The latter?
I think the latter.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's a conundrum. It's just like,
Because
not because my thing from football, they go get them from everywhere. If you a rugby dude who can kick, if you a fast track dude who never played football, come on.
Now,
so if you're on the Cameroon track team,
now,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
you might be doing double duty
here is
because the physical aspect is not there.
Here is the thing.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
I want to hear you out. I want to hear you
I
out.
think they want.
And then we're gonna move into NBA. I'm gonna hear you out.
Right, because I think it's kind of like the NBA. They like, if we expand football, we already play 7-on-7 around here. We've plucked people who play 7-on-7 and put them into systems in football. They've thrived at NFL. If we expand it, which they've been trying to do for years, been trying to go into Europe, but they've been going into Mexico. If we expand the talent base, just like they did in basketball, they went into Europe, they went into Africa, they went into South America, Australia, China, all over the motherfucking earth for basketball. Now, football players, like, we're now introducing a mechanism for us to start identifying people in France, in Germany, in India, and dare I say, to my man doing his best to make his way home from Bucharest. If we play 7-on-7 flag football, not only does it include everybody else around the world, we now, as football people at the highest levels, America, hey, we can pluck this guy. He has the tools because this is just really a glorified combine. It's just really a glorified combine. So we can, but we never had any way to pluck anybody else except from rugby, aka somebody like Jordan Mailata, or you did certain other things. You know, you might play football or basketball. But now if we have football players actually doing football shit, which is already being played 7 on 7.
I can see the benefits of other countries. But that's what I was saying. Like here, if it's a good flag football player coming up through the ranks, somebody gonna go get him. He ain't playing flag no more.
Ain't playing flag no more, bro.
Ain't playing flag no more.
Almost up to
So that's what I'm saying. Are they? That's why I act. I just want to know that, or is just going to be specific players that be like, yo, this is my profession now. This is, you know what I mean? I'm a professional flag football player.
Maybe not in America, but I see it. No, I'm saying no. I see it going that way where you start getting paid for that. But somewhere,
no, I'm not. I know it's beneficial outside of America.
People
we talking about in America though, fresh.
They're already doing it for flag football. They're already doing it.
But that's what I'm saying.
Flag football
but
league.
what I'm saying is now, listen, I know it's the flag football leagues for pay, but these are all people who play contact
football.
Yeah. Now what I'm saying is it's an Olympic sport now. Or y'all trying to breed like y'all do the Olympics and all that, like the ice skating, the track and field, the you know what I'm saying? Or do y'all want them that young, or in that age where y'all first though y'all be like, yo, flag football my joint. I don't want to play football.
I don't think they.
I don't know.
Like you start, like we're gonna have a flag football academy, like nationals. Like we got a national flag football team that travels around the world. You know, 5, 6 age group, 7, 8 age group. That's what you're saying.
But then again, and that goes to that goes to what I asked again though. If you ain't doing that, so basically you're gonna take college rejects and all that that just happen to want to play flag. Now, I just wanted to know.
They're better than Belarus.
I just wanted to know because other than baseball,
Eduardo Nibinga,
other than baseball,
whose University of Miami Hurricanes reject at the 4th wide receiver, is now the ex-receiver for the fucking Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. That nigga, he's number 1 receiver for Puerto Rico. You know what I mean?
That's still America.
He went to Northwestern in Florida. He just wasn't good enough to play at Florida State, Miami, or Bethune-Cookman.
Right.
Yeah, I feel that.
Nigga, I'm going home. Nigga,
I feel that. That's what I just wanted to know.
Yeah.
But what I was
that nigga still fast.
But actually, more Ron and I was trying to be funny was it might be a kid out there like, yo, I want to be a professional flag football player, and they like, nah, it's a million guys that.
Well, if other countries, it ain't it ain't a million, but
America is. I'm talking about America. We know other countries today they don't got football.
Well, they do got football. They got Olympic flag football. Hold on, they got Olympic flag football now.
No,
so
they don't have no football.
No, they do. They do. They have Olympic flag football.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, they might be looking at that sort of.
What I'm saying is, their Olympic flag football is basically, like you said, it's going to be the couple of guys that happen to be from their country that was in America, but the rest of those guys don't know nothing about football.
No, well, they're going. Listen, hold on, time out. In an entire hold on. In an entire country, they're going to field 56 niggas that know how to play football.
know how to run and catch.
Every country at this point.
They know how to run and catch.
No, they can't. Now you might got 10 motherfuckers.
That really know
Bro,
you might got 10
in an entire country.
Yeah, you might
in an entire country.
In a lot of these countries, and a lot you can't field no whole teams. Football is very
well. They are. What are you talking about?
American.
They only need 25 niggas.
Insanely popular in America.
This is not American tackle football. This is flag.
That's not what I'm saying. Is
7-on-7
on football. Period. Let alone flag.
Wait a minute. So could you guys at least believe that maybe you are out of touch in the fact that this is an Olympic sport and that other countries are ready to play? Or y'all just like,
yes, I am saying yes, they are.
They want to play football. They seem we like that game. It's not the football that we play. But we ain't ready for them pads and shit.
That's why it's flag. It's definitely not.
But I would look at
what is? No, hold on. What? Talk to me.
Flag football. My daughter can play flag football right now.
At an Olympic level?
No, flag. That's what I'm saying.
But
flag
can your daughter play flag football at an Olympic level?
I don't know one of mine might.
What is an Olympic level flag football? There's no such thing.
Actually, wait a minute.
No, it hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened yet.
So do you think? Whoa.
What's Olympic level flag football?
Do you think that your daughter can play Olympic level? Do you think your daughter can try out for U.S. Olympic flag football?
No.
So why did you just say she could?
No. But I know nobody.
Where we going with this, fellas? Where we going with this?
No.
I'm saying how flag football is so minuscule. It's running and catching.
It is.
You act like it's
everybody's like we can. Everybody says we can do this.
Every country know how to run and catch if you got.
We just don't know the rules of football. We don't play that football. But we can know the rules of running and catching.
Wait. You're answering my question and your arrogance because you're saying it's not a big thing, but apparently every country can run and catch, right?
Because running and catching is not a big thing.
Cool. So with that being said, we now have Olympic flag fucking football. Yeah. So with that being said, if it's not a big thing, can your daughter compete and register for Olympic football?
I said no.
Now, what about other countries? Can they do it?
Yeah, their best is going to be their best. Because they're going to pick whoever their best.
I'm not saying they're going to win.
Yeah. Catchers.
They probably coming up there. They wouldn't mind coming in fucking second. That's a
nigga. They wouldn't mind fucking coming in anything.
Right.
Nigga, we here.
We at the Olympics.
This is the Bahamas fucking 7-on-7 football team. We here.
We know we ain't coming in first. We wouldn't mind coming in second though. Or
bro, we already know that the United States is number one.
Yeah.
The race is for 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind being the
just like the United States was in the race for when it came to basketball, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, we know the US is the greatest.
Right.
But out of the rest of us niggas, who the best?
Right.
Moving on. NBA action.
Mm-hmm.
Couple of things. First, we've never addressed the Dame Lillard trade. How do we feel about Dame Lillard's performance so far with the Milwaukee Bucks? And then we'll discuss, of course, the biggest news, or the two biggest things, Wembanyama, and we'll discuss James Harden. First, let's discuss. First, let's discuss Dame Lillard.
I think, man, Dame Lillard, man, it's all right now. They're just working out the kinks. It's still early. I think they're going to be absolutely fine. I don't know if they're going to win a championship, but they are one of the people in the conversation to win the goddamn championship. So I think, people have bad games and whatever, but I think they're going to be fine, just like everybody else, barring injury, so they be all right. Fine, man.
Thoughts, Ice?
They gonna be alright.
Dame in
I don't
Milwaukee.
know if they gonna win a chip, but they gonna be alright. They gonna be one of the top 4 teams in the East.
Let's move into the next huge trade. The most recent news: James Harden to the Clippers.
Dumb trade.
Dumb trade from whose perspective? The Clippers. Discuss your thoughts. Dumb trade from the Clippers perspective.
It's dumb
He's saying the Clippers are stupid for trading
as far as
all their pieces to for James Harden.
As far as the roster is set now, it's a dumb trade. I don't know if the Clippers got more moves to come, but you got like 8 guards out there, 6 guards out there.
So from a positional standpoint, you feel like they've traded themselves into a conundrum with all the guard play.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the thing about it's like everyone is a ball handler. Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, James Harden.
Let's look at the currently constructed Clippers roster.
Russell Westbrook. You got Terrence Mann who need the ball to create. You got Bones Holland that need the ball to create. You gave away all the spot up shooters. You gave away Batum. You gave away the Morris twin. You gave PJ Tucker back, but I don't know how far that's going to go. He's going to be playing center. He is. It's going to be him, Kawhi, Paul G, Westbrook.
He's small ball center.
Yeah. He's going to be the small ball center.
So we got Russell Westbrook, Kawhi Leonard, Brandon Boston, Bones Highland. Oh, wait a minute. This is how crazy this trade is. The NBA site hasn't even been updated. This is wild.
Oh, that trade just went down, though, man. I mean, it is.
Like, I mean, I get it. Norman Powell. Y'all didn't get Norman Powell, did you?
Nope.
Okay. So y'all didn't get Norman Powell. So Zubac.
They didn't get none of the guards.
We didn't get nobody worth really having.
Terrence Brown. Y'all got Terrence Mann.
Terrence Mann.
Y'all got Margaret.
They didn't get none of the guards.
We didn't get none of the guards. Now we got a whole bunch of fucking wing players. It's all good. You know, everybody like, yo, we lost the guy.
But y'all got Joel Embiid.
That proved not to be enough.
Yo, they didn't get none of the guards.
I'm sorry, what?
That's proved not to be enough.
When? Now or historically? Historically.
He do it all his damn self.
Oh, okay. I've never heard you say that.
He can't do it all his damn self.
No, I've never heard you say that.
It's been a component of.
It's an old roster. For some reason, this is like, let's get an updated. Hold on. Wait, let's get an updated Clippers roster because I'm just curious.
A whole bunch of dudes that play the same position, but they at different stages in their career. Nick Batum, but they all can't be on the floor at the same time.
It ain't the point to be on the floor at the same time.
So let's go real generically. Let's go real generically right now. So hold on. Let's go real generically. So before initial thoughts on the first 3 to 5 games in the NBA on teams you've seen. What sticks out as of right now today before we go? What's the first thing that sticks out to you? First 3 to 5 games in the NBA.
As far as teams,
just what sticks out to you?
Golden State, Steph Curry. Last year they was crazy on the road. They had a crazy record. You know, they couldn't win on the road. This year I'm gonna say they 3-0. They've won 2 of them on the road. Steph Curry put up 45 when there was no Draymond, no Clay. He went and smashed them dudes last night, man. You know, so I was like, that really stuck out because I wasn't seeing that from them.
Okay. What did first thing stick out to you? Just initial thoughts, knee-jerk thoughts.
Knee-jerk thoughts?
Yeah, knee-jerk thoughts.
Boston got a lot of scores.
A lot of scores. So let's run down the standings real quick. Eastern Conference. Boston Celtics 3-0. Indiana Pacers 2-1. Orlando Magic 2-1. Milwaukee Bucks 2-1. Sixers 2-1. Detroit Pistons 2-2. Chicago Bulls 2-2. Atlanta Hawks 2-2. Cleveland Cavaliers 1-2. Brooklyn Nets 2-2. Charlotte Hornets 1-2. Knicks 1-2. Wizards 1-2. Heat 1-3. Raptors 1-3. Western Conference. Nuggets 4-0. Mavs 3-0. Golden State Warriors. I'm sorry, Mavs 3-0. Golden State Warriors 3-1. Thunder 3-1. Suns 2-1. Kings 2-1. Clippers 2-1. Pelicans 2-1. Lakers 2-2. Spurs 1-2. Wolves 1-2. Jazz 1-3. Portland 1-3. Rockets 0-3. Memphis 0-4. That's the first thing that sticks out to me. Memphis 0-4. That sticks out to me.
I think that went a little. I'm pretty sure that's went overlooked with me. I did not know they was 0-4. Damn, I thought they were still better than 0-4. They got Desmond Bain. I seen him out there. Marcus Smart. I see him out there. Jaren Jackson. I see him out there. I've seen some other. That three, they good for a win. That's a good for a win right there. That's a good for a good.
I would have said yes. Typically, yeah. Historically, I would have said yeah.
I would say yeah, but let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at is Marcus Smart, Desmond Bain,
and Jaren
Jackson.
He might be the best. It's up between him and Desmond Bain. Could they get you a win?
They should be able to. They have been historically with.
That's the worst three. Name any other three from any other team. They're the worst.
Nah, I can't say that. But I'm saying, but you got me. But you got me thinking. I'm like,
he might be better than both of them.
Can that three get me a win? I mean, y'all lost.
I'm saying they can get you a win, but can they?
I thought they should have already had a win by now. Now brought it up.
Well, if he said 1-3, you wouldn't be so. You'd be like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying.
John Moran, they ain't going up.
Yeah,
like
they don't got John Moran. That's what I'm saying.
But you know what I'm saying.
But if he said 1-3, you would have been like, oh, that's.
So let me. Okay, so let me paint.
0-4.
I would expect.
There's a different makeup with this team.
I expect that from Houston, really though. Matter of fact, they should have. They win, but I'm like,
Derrick Rose ain't him no more. He not him no more.
Yeah, I knew that, but I was like,
that's what the points are.
He ain't starting, is he? He's starting. Okay. Look, fill us in, Coach.
I mean, if we looking statistically, yeah, right now he's starting.
What we talking about?
That's what I'm saying. Like that. Pick a team, Fresh. Just pick a team. Just close your eyes. Pick a team. Say breath. Pick a team. I can use 3 better players on that team. That's better than Desmond Bain.
All right. You ain't gonna argue me down on that, but they ain't been. No, they ain't. They haven't.
Let's talk about the Harden trade. Worth it? Not worth it? Wash for both teams? Who fleeced who? Initial thoughts, Muff.
The Sixers just made themselves deep. I seen what they did because they got a lot of shooters. You got your 1-2 punch. You know what I mean? Y'all going forward with Maxey and Embiid. You know what I mean? Tobias always the wild card. But in case y'all set yourself up with a lot of shooters. Embiid kick it. Maxey on the kick, on a driving kick. He just surrounded by shooters, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? And they kind of long. They all kind of long. So switching on defense will help a little bit. You know what I mean? Even with Embiid behind you, it should help a lot. You know what I mean? With the loss of PJ Brown, with those guys, they all long. They all are serviceable defenders. You know what I mean? Nicholas Batum, Marcus Morris, one of the twin. Kenyon Martin Jr. You know what I'm saying? They all serve. You know what I mean? They ain't the top D niggas, but they all serviceable.
Okay.
And they all can knock a shot down. Even Marcus Morris. Even unreliable Robert Covington.
Man, I ain't enthused, man, about. I'm just not enthused. A lot of people. There was a section of a pocket of people that think that not having James Harden on your team, even though he's not playing, and just getting him off your team is just the thing to do for your team. And I'm like, well, he was already off the team pretty much. He showed up there like, nah, we don't really need you. So I'm like, all right. So why did you just trade him for these guys who I presume you don't, but who I presume they don't really move no needles for what we have given up. James Harden was the crown jewel in us giving up Ben Simmons. Now we waited. Like, nah, man, we just not gonna bench you win. Like, all right, cool. I want to trade. All right, we got you. We're gonna get a little bit more.
You said the crown jewel?
Jake, out of all those players traded in that trade, James Harden was the best person in that trade.
Oh my God. Man.
Now, with him being who he is and leading the league in assists last year, being an all-star, he already wasn't playing. Like, nah, just sit home like Ben Simmons did last year. We'll wait till, like you said, around trade deadline, somebody get desperate. We already, like you said, we giving a range to. He already looked pretty decent already. Tyrese Maxey, we giving a range to him. Go ahead, sit home until we find something else better. Man, we got back, I don't know, all these bunch of dudes, and I'm like, I think we got worse. I think the Sixers got worse with these guys. Everybody else looking at it like, oh, y'all got depth. I'm like, man, those ain't the guys who win a whole bunch of good games, man. Those are the guys who just be around playing and shit. Oh, they ain't never hurt.
So, did you like your team constructed as it was without James Harden? Say he didn't play at all with the team y'all had. He didn't play at all.
He hasn't played at all.
All right, say he don't play all.
You talking about these 3 games? He hasn't played at all.
Say he didn't play all. Did you like your team constructed as it was without James Harden playing?
I was cool with this, and yeah, I was cool with this.
All right, so the only pieces y'all lost in that trade was who?
Nah, it wasn't about who we lost. We lost James Harden. You lost James Harden.
But he wasn't. So he was. I'm saying James Harden wasn't going to play this season for y'all. Did you like your team constructed as they was without James Harden?
Yeah, I was one to roll the dice with this team. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
In the trade, who did y'all give away in the trade? James Harden, PJ Tucker, and who else?
Petruliev.
Okay, so I'm asking you this.
Let me know. No. I'm gonna give you the details.
Right,
Sixers receive Nicholas Batum, Marcus Morris, Robert Covington, KJ Martin, multiple draft picks. Clippers receive James Harden, PJ Tucker, Philip Petrusev.
So what I'm asking you right now is, you value PJ Tucker more than you value those pieces you got back? Y'all wasn't gonna have James Harden. You said you liked your team constructed as it was without James Harden. So that's only PJ Tucker and homeboy. So with those pieces, that's basically saying PJ Tucker and my man were for those pieces. Yes, it does, Fresh. Because y'all weren't gonna play with you. Yes, come on, Fresh. Come on, Fresh. He know what I'm talking about. You said you like the team. Fresh, what you don't understand? James Harden is out there equation. You said you liked the team as it was constructed with PJ Tucker. Without James Harden, you liked your team as it was constructed. Without James Harden.
Yeah.
No James Harden.
Yeah.
So now, basically, because we're taking James Harden out of the equation.
Okay.
Basically, y'all traded PJ Tucker and Homeboy for those pieces. You think PJ Tucker and Homeboy is better than those pieces to go with that team? James Harden wasn't going to play, so you can't say with James Harden too, because he wasn't playing. He wasn't playing for y'all. And you said you liked your team constructed as it is, as it was without James Harden. So now all you did was trade two pieces. All you did was trade 2 pieces of 3.
Nah, man.
Come on, man.
Wrong, because the thing is, you take the whole total value. The funny thing is, man, you say, all right, we'll take him out of it.
He was already out of it.
He was,
played no games
but he has value. He's not a nothing. He gave us nothing on the court, but he has value. He's not a nothing value.
I know his value, but you're not talking about. No, I'm talking about the pieces that actually happened. We're not talking about what could have happened. I'm talking fresh. I'm talking about the trade.
He played.
I'm talking about the trade that actually happened, not what y'all could have got for him. A trade actually happened. So you mean to tell me the trade that actually happened, you value PJ Tucker and my man, you think they're better than all them pieces you got?
Yeah, that was the same reason.
That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear.
Cool.
We know what you could have got. We know what James Harden could have got y'all. But the trade was made. It's done. But he wasn't playing for neither team at the time. Basically, he said only 5 players were traded from playing rosters. That's what I'm saying. And you like, yo, that's what I asked. That's why I set you up. I asked you, did you like your team constructed as it was without James Harden playing?
I said, yeah.
Yes. And now you don't like it. He wasn't playing anyway, and y'all got 5 extra players. But you value PJ Tucker more than those 5 extra players?
I value us being 2-1 and it being early. That's what I said from the beginning. I was like, all right, I'm cool with that. I said, those
Fresh, hold on. No.
You just hold on, man, because I value, and I'll keep it short, I value all 4 of those guys as really as PJ Tucker. We just got 4 PJ Tuckers.
Oh, okay. If you think those guys are 4 PJ Tuckers,
that's not better than 1.
Nah, because we had a James Harden, we had a value.
That's not better than 1. You keep trying to throw James Harden.
But this,
we know what you could have got. We know.
You said take him out of it.
He was out of it. We know what you could have got.
Out of it.
The trade was
just because he wasn't playing for us doesn't mean he held no value.
We're not talking about.
But
value.
that's what I'm talking about, and that means something.
You wasn't talking. I wasn't talking about value. So how can you be talking about it? I was talking. I was laying a scenario. You wasn't. I was laying a scenario.
So wait. Time out. Hold on, bro. I'm gonna end it off like this, and we. You know what? I'm not even gonna interject. We're gonna talk. Listen, this is the Fire and Ice Experience, man. Once again, we appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. Shout out to B Matt, man, wherever you are, man. Bucharest, doing your thing. Shout out to the Concert Crew Podcast. Shout out to East Square Cigar Lounge. Shout out to the Mike Knox podcast, man. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Man, what am I missing, man?
We appreciate y'all.
What am I missing?
Yo, don't do that, man. Why you gonna do that? Don't do that, man. Oh, you want to keep it going? Want to keep it going?
I truly don't know what we disconnecting on.
Okay, this is what we disconnecting on. Okay, let me break it down in layman's terms. Okay, I'm gonna do the best I can. Now, I know you're double down fresh, and was James Harden playing for y'all?
No, not as of this time. No.
Okay, so what he's simply saying is, can I value a player that is not playing for y'all? Of course, you can value him in terms of what you want, but we're talking on the court performance. So with that being said, the only on court performance of a guy that was moved in this deal was PJ Tucker. What you got in return, you're saying, is essentially 4 PJ Tuckers for 1 PJ Tucker.
Just a little bit, yeah, kind of, yeah.
Okay, so you just interrupted my dialogue for something you said you already understood, because you're saying you only gave up PJ Tucker for 4 PJ Tuckers, but you feel like the fact that you had Harden should have fetched you much more collateral.
And that's what I'm saying.
We get that part, Fretch. Right, so what he's trying to say is you're talking about 2 totally different things. He's talking about players available. You're talking about players' value. 2 totally different things.
2 totally different things. We know what James Harden value is.
Well, whoa. Time out. Because if we talking about James Harden value, I don't agree with his valuation of James Harden.
Nah, I'm just saying, we know he got a value, but it was out the equation. I made that simple from the gate.
Okay.
That's why I asked him.
Closing thoughts, man. It's late, man. Y'all ain't gonna hold me hostage here, man, because you 2 niggas can't agree on rudimentary, basic arguments. We ain't gonna do that. Take us out, Fresh. We out. This is gonna be another hour-long argument as we close out, but that's what we do. Y'all not privy to that, but it is what it is. We out.
We live.
It's your boys.
Podcast, man, and it's certain moments that you have when you do these things, and I think it's more the moment.
These guys came from Woods of Delaware.
Where was you from?
Who's fighting right now? Who's fighting right now? Who's fighting right now? Who's Let me see him. Let me see him. Let me see him. Let me see him.
Listen, man, it's your boy.